Hey, Manny.
Hello, Mr. Zag. We call him Mr. Zag. Can you believe that cat has never bought a bag, and he is always high on pot? You see, what Mr. Zag has always got is papers. Now, Mr. Zag, well, he reads that High Times rag and he orders papers by the ton. So, consequently, he's the one guy that everybody knows gets high. So, at parties or at clubs, at restaurants or at pubs, at the beach or backyard tubs, well, you can bet and never lose. Hell, you can bet your children's shoes that Mr. Zag has paid his dues by holding papers. Now, Mr. Zag, well, he will never ever brag about all the hippies that he knows. He knows them all, both young and old, and there's not one he hasn't rolled a joint for. Mr. Zag, he knows the score. He preaches peace and protest war, 'cause he's a lover, not a fighter. Prefers the standard size, leaves those wider rolling papers for the beginner. You know, they roll 'em real fat in the middle, then both ends get much, much thinner. That's 'cause they roll the seeds and stems up in her, but with practice they'll get better. And in time, I'm sure they'll get her down just perfect, like Mr. Z, who will advise keep reefer free of seed and stem. Hell, you can just get rid of them. A pinch or two of nice, clean weed is all that you will ever need, 'cause Mr. Z is holding papers. Now, I have seen Mr. Zag handle someone else's bag, and he is nimble and he's quick, and he twists a perfect stick up every time, man, I ain't lying. And then he'll proudly hand it to its owner, and then the fellow stoner says, spark it up in token, why not roll yourself a smoke up for the road? Then Mr. Z damn near explodes with joy, 'cause his simple little ploy has worked again, so he twists another little friend, and he puts that reefer rocket neatly down in his shirt pocket, and he never would have got it if he wasn't holding papers. Now, I am not here to complain about how the Zag man entertains, 'cause I threw a party, and the Zag man, he was tardy, and, well, we had such a hard time getting started till Mr. Z burst through my door, and then he waltzed across my floor handing out brand new packs of Zags to anyone who had a bag. And so my tiny pipe, it was retired, and the party was inspired, and Mr. Zag, well, he was hired to roll the night away. And I venture now to say, when he woke up the next day, a bunch of reefer rockets were neatly nestled in his pocket. Enough to last a man a week. But Mr. Zag, well, he's no sneak or thief. Oh, no, good grief, he's just devised the perfect caper. You see, he's always holding papers. Yeah, we call him Mr. Zag. Can you believe that cat has never bought a bag, and he is always high on pot? You see, what Mr. Zag has always got is papers.